Welcome back. If you're someone who's been watching my videos, I appreciate your support. If you're new here, I would like to invite you to subscribe to this channel. Over here, I share my loc journey with you. I very soon will be launching some products, so I'm going to share behind the scenes of that with you in hopes of encouraging you to also start your own thing and also encouraging you to be confident in rocking your natural hair. Today, I am actually going to be talking about different things that I do to keep my hair moisturized, and this came to mind when I realized that the weather is changing and we're heading into the winter months now, and my hair care routine is actually going to shift. I live in a colder part of the country. Over here we get really cold, freezing temps, so it's really important that my hair routine matches what's going on outside. Before I get started, I think it's important for me to talk about why we need to moisturize our locks. Of course, we know that moisturized hair looks good, but besides looking good, as when you see dry, dull, brittle hair, it shows you that there's something that's lacking there. When your hair is dry and brittle, it's more prone to breaking. I'm going to talk to you about some things that I've learned along my journey. Hopefully these will be helpful for you to help you keep your locks maintained and moisturized. I'm going to try and break it up into categories if I can keep it consistent that way. If not, I'll just talk through. So first, I'm going to talk about the importance of washing your hair. I've realized that when my hair is consistently washed, then it allows for product to be able to penetrate into my scalp and into my hair. Over a period of time when we're doing different things with our hair, when we're putting different products in our hair, they can create a layer or a coating over your hair. So if you are adding as you go on, if you're not using things that easily absorb into the hair, then it's really easy for you to just have product sitting on top of product, sitting on top of product. So it's never really penetrating into the hair. So with that in mind, I would recommend washing your hair regularly with a clarifying shampoo. We know with our locks, they tend to hold in different things. Actually, earlier today when I washed my hair is freshly washed today. I got out the shower and I looked in the mirror and I was just analyzing like how clean my hair was. And I realized that along my perimeter, there were pieces that still had residue on them, and I had to go back and rewash my hair. The residue had kind of lifted to the outside of the lock, so I had to take more time scrubbing those areas with the pads of my fingers, of course, and not the tips, because we don't want to snag pieces of hair. But it's really important that you keep your hair clean in order for the product that you put in your hair to penetrate and actually work in your hair. So next, that transitions me into what kind of products do you want to use? I swear by oils. I know lately there's been this movement about no oil, no something, no oil, no moisture. I don't know, something about not using oils on your hair. And like with anything I say on this channel, do what works best for you. But for me, oils work best. For the last few months, I haven't really been heavy on the oils only because it's been warm and humid outside, but I do still use oils. My favorite oil is jojoba oil because it mimics the sebum that your scalp naturally produces. However, grapeseed oil is an oil that I also really like. It keeps my hair moisturized. I like olive oil on my hair, believe it or not. Vitamin E oil is also another oil that I lean on. I've said oil so many times. So you want to moisturize your scalp and your hair at the same time. Why is it important to moisturize your scalp? Because healthy hair starts with the scalp. If your scalp is dry, it's going to be really hard for the rest of your hair to be healthy. So I am using the blend of oils, which is coming up in my new launch, the Faida hair care line. This oil can be used on your hair and your scalp. If you want to find out more about this, I encourage you to join the email list. The link is below so you can get first dibs on when everything launches. So you can get more information about the product, but you really can use any oil. I, in my experience, have learned to stay away from castor oil. And this is me just helping you know what might work and what might not work. Not saying that my experience is going to be yours. Castor oils tends to be sticky and thick, which can be really I don't know. I guess if you don't mind that in your locks, that's fine, but it can weigh down your locks and it can feel very like there's a lot of product in your hair. In my experience, castor oil just doesn't let my hair have this like bounce and lightness to it. I prefer lighter oils, which are the ones that I have mentioned. Another product that I love using on my hair as of the last few months is aloe vera juice. I spray my hair with aloe vera juice and rose water, and going into the winter months, this is going to have to be a daily thing that I do. So I have this bottle, and this used to be rose water and glycerin. I accidentally bought the wrong one with the glycerin, and I used it anyways, but I didn't care for how the glycerin was in my hair. Glycerin, I believe, pulls moisture in. Well, that's what it felt like. It pulled moisture into my hair, but I felt like I had that residue texture in my hair. So they do have a plain residue, they do have a plain rose water brand, and this is the Heritage Store brand of just plain rose water. I mix this with the aloe vera juice and I spray this in my hair in the morning and before I go to bed. I make sure that my hair has something in it. If you don't want to use the rose water spray, or if for whatever reason it's just not working out for you, try water. Water is actually another way to moisturize your hair. So the next thing that I do to keep my hair moisturized is I cover it. And I've actually found a way to cover my hair that works better than other ways. Usually people will put on just a bonnet or they will put on a headscarf, but I've actually found out that I have to do it with two different things. So I have this headband that I put across my hair, and this is to protect my edges. So I'll put oil on the sides of my scalp to grow them out. And earlier when I mentioned the castor oil works best for edges. I put this on my hair first, and then I cover it with a bonnet, making sure that the bonnet is tight fitted, not to the point where it's giving me headaches, but it's gonna stay on throughout the night. When you cover your hair at night, you prevent friction between your hair and the pillow or whatever you're laying on. And also it keeps that moisture in. You can also take this a step further and put like a headscarf over your hair after you've put the bandana, then go ahead with the bonnet. There's nothing worse than waking up in the morning and seeing your bonnet across the bed or not even seeing it at all. So this system has worked very well for me. But guys, there's something that I want to talk about that I've been experiencing for the last month. And I'm hoping that in the next 1 to 3 months, I'll see some improvement in this. And what I'm talking about is postpartum shedding. This is going to be a shock to a lot of you, but I am losing edges. Like, this is gone. This is all gone. For a while, I played around with just wanting to cut off all my locks and start over, but I didn't have it in me, and it's really not that big of a deal. So what I've decided to do is to experiment with different oils to see if they grow my hair out. You know, a lot of oils claim to grow your hair, to help you achieve or maintain healthy hair. So I'm gonna test this out with my edges, and then I'm gonna share that process along with everyone just so you can see what's working and what's not working. But moisture is gonna be very key for my hair routine this winter, just to make sure that I am retaining the length of the hair that I actually have left on my head. Fingers crossed, no more hair falls off, but I think this should be it. If you have any suggestions on how to deal with postpartum shedding, I'm all ears. Or if you've experienced this and are still experiencing it too, I still would like to hear that feedback. So that's the thing that I want to share. Again, I always say this, the journey is not perfect. There are ups and downs, there are a lot of things to consider, but I'm hoping that as we build great routines, or routines that fit our lifestyles, routines that are effective, then we'll start to see long flourishing hair. So hair is very deceiving. Let me tell you that. Because if you saw my hair, if I had it down like this, then you would not be able to tell that I don't have edges on the sides of my head. But if I pull my hair back, of course you're able to see, which I'm gonna close with this message. As I said in a video before, don't compare your journey to anybody else's journey. what you see is not always the reality of what's going on. As I just mentioned, if you saw my hair looking like this, you would think that it's very healthy, that it's, you know, maybe you might want to achieve hair like this. However, I have my own struggles I'm choosing to cover up, or you just might not see at first glance. So take your journey one step at a time. Only compare yourself to yesterday, because the goal is to be a better version the next day. So thank you so much for watching this video where I talk about how I moisturize my hair. It's a very simplified routine that I have. I don't like things that are complicated. I don't like things that take too much time out of my morning routine. I don't like to spend more time on my hair than I need to. I need something that's quick, effective, simple, and I can keep it moving. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Otherwise, I encourage you to subscribe to this channel if you're not already subscribed. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video. Take care.